Donald the Dump, he fell asleep at a cabinet meeting during the week. The tragedy for most of this is that he woke up again. And when the angry bear woke up, oh, he was in no mood. The old Donald woke up from his slumber, the demagogue, and launched into one of the most vitriolic racist attacks ever heard anywhere. He just took a hump at Somalia and Somalians, now resident in the US.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Leaving attacking Somalia, of course, the US is now on the brink of attacking Venezuela. Okay, and they've been building up this for a few months, and their largest carrier is now down there waiting to go. And what they've been saying is this is to thwart drug imports into America from Venezuela. And they've been blowing up ships, wee boats all over the place, right? Not funny, but they're blowing up boats all over the place. And the US Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, he's in trouble because he was in the room monitoring one of these attacks on one of these boats. The boat was blew to hell, right? But then they noticed that there were 2 survivors in the water. And it was reported by the Washington Post, no less, that Hegseth gave the order, kill everybody.
This comes after he and his defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, were questioned about allegations that 2 survivors of an initial U.S. military strike on a boat near Venezuela in September were killed in a second targeted attack. The U.S. House and Senate Armed Services Committee say they're looking into it as a potential war crime.
Now, of course, that is against every sort of rule of war. You know what I mean? He must basically be getting tutored by the IDF. That's what I think. The Trump administration is just so embedded with the IDF and Israel that they're just morphing into the one and the same thing. Of course, this is a war crime. And but the whole thing about attacking Venezuela over drugs is a false flag, with the intention to invade Venezuela. Now, why would Trump want to conquer this small nation? Let me show you a little graphic which may explain the reason. Yeah. You see what I mean now? And anyone who questions Donald the Clown will be given, "Are you stupid?" response.
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
But every man you can't put them. There's got to be a wee bright spark somewhere, even in Trump. No, you can't say he's just totally bad. And he showed that. He showed that recently by pardoning a Bitcoin boss who was in prison, convicted of aiding terrorist organizations such as Al Qaeda and even Hamas, aiding them laundering their funds through his Bitcoin money.
Can you explain why you chose to pardon him, and did it have anything to do with his involvement in your
Which one? Who is that?
The founder of Binance. He has an involvement in your own
The
family's
recent
crypto
one, yes.
business.
A lot of people say that he wasn't guilty of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything. That what he did, well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing. You fake news. But I've been told by a lot of support. He had a lot of support, and they said that what he did is not even a crime. It wasn't a crime, that he was persecuted by the Biden administration. And so I gave him a pardon at the request of a lot of very good people.
Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ, the founder of Binance Crypto Exchange, he'd been convicted of failing to report financial transactions from terrorist organizations like Hamas, Al Qaeda, and ISIS that were using Binance to launder money. Then Binance made a multi-billion-dollar deal with the Trump family crypto company. CZ tweeted that he wouldn't mind a pardon, and now it looks like CZ and Binance are going to be back in business.
You know, we talk about what it's going to look like if and when Trump ever leaves the White House. He's going to be, you know, at least on paper, a very rich man because he has established a full-blown kleptocracy. I mean, that is all this is. Like, you cannot look at the, you know, corporations that are funding the destruction of the East Wing and the pardoning of these crypto bros as anything other than just personal enrichment. I mean, all of it's just so that he can get rich. It is full-blown kleptocracy at this point.
Have some connections, reach out to the right people, have enough money, you can commit any crime you want. And yet, if the government treats you poorly, if it abuses you, if it breaks the law to hurt you, then you are screwed.
Now, if that individual can benefit the Trump dynasty financially, then yeah, that's the truth. If you're somebody who you can say to the Donald, you got a get out of jail card right away.